2.5 weeks of running with my iPhone, I finally get my proper camera back. There it is. I miss you. So let's go find out if it actually works. 2 bits of dust on the sensor. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch the sensor with my finger. I do not recommend cleaning your sensor by hand with a piece of cloth. Lightly, gently. Don't break it, Dan. Yes. Right, get the lens on. Woo! Now when I plug this Rode in, it should come on automatically. Please work, for the love of God. Yes! Yes! Thank God for that. Woo! We're back. We're back online. So I know what you're thinking. You're asking yourself, so Dan, what did you learn from this whole experience? And the answer is nothing. I learned absolutely nothing because I took my camera out in the snow and I broke it and I sent it off to Sony and they fixed it under warranty for absolutely free, and then I got it back and I cleaned the sensor with a piece of dust cloth and I got away with just using an iPhone the whole time. I didn't even need it. I learned absolutely nothing from this experience except for that I should even be more reckless in the future. That's what I learned. Ah, that looks steep. Let's give it a try. Run it off. Oh, I gotta get fitter. Start doing some hits every day. Oh wow, it is bright today. I'm gonna need some sunglasses. There you go. That's better. I want to talk about the value that people put on cameras. Cameras are just a tool, and in 2 years there's going to be another camera comes along that's empirically better than the camera that you've got right now in every single way. It's going to have more resolutions, better autofocus, it's going to be sharper, it might have a bigger sensor. And just because your camera's worth a lot of money doesn't mean that you should walk around with it like it's a piece of glass that you might drop and you have to really pander to. The fact that you're creating and your creativity becomes way, way more important than any camera would. You should be putting your camera through the mill and treating it rough and ready and getting it bruised and taking it out there and doing amazing things. If your camera is limiting you because you're worried it's too expensive or it's worth too much, you've either got to change your mindset or you've got the wrong camera. Oh, come on, it's not quite that light anymore. There'll always be a better camera that comes along. It really doesn't matter what you invest in. The first cameras that I got professionally was a Nikon D800, and the reason I chose that was because when I first picked it up, I got how it worked, and I liked the way it worked. I spent the next 10 years not really caring about all the Canon guys who kept telling me I bought the wrong thing, and I'm like, don't get tied up in all of the politics and forget how expensive your camera is. You've got to just start enjoying it and being rough and ready. I'm going to throw my camera up in the air right now. Triple flip. And I don't care if that camera actually lands on the ground and breaks. Why don't I care? I'll tell you that in the next bit. Wow, look at that. See, the thing is, I have my camera insured and the excess is only 50 quid. So I only treat my camera as if it's worth 50 quid, which is liberating, which means I can go around and I can actually use and have fun with that camera and not ever be worried about damaging it or not being able to replace it. And you should be doing the same thing. You've got to find something that's going to reduce that perceived value of your camera to the point where you can truly experiment and have fun with it. Because when it isn't a big price tag to you, when it's something that's just cheap and fun to use, you can then start putting it in different places, you know, putting it on rocks, putting it at the edge of things, turning it upside down and back to front and doing fun things with it, because you're not worried about the cost that you would have to replace it. Your passion should always come before your gear. Oh no. Oh God. I'm out. Now when I teach Almost went backwards into the river. Now, when I teach people how to shoot wedding photography, I always teach them the shot is more important than anything else. I get students say to me, oh, I'd have to be up at like 8,000 ISO to get that shot. I'm like, would you get the shot otherwise? And they say no, and I'm like, so get the shot. You always have to prioritize the creativity over the safety of your camera, the settings, and anything else. By always thinking with a shot first attitude, you'll look at different scenes differently. You know, I might look at this lake behind me and I might think, how do I get myself on that lake because the shot would be cool? I don't ask myself, oh, is my camera waterproof? That's never something that goes through my head. I'll always look at this scene and say, how can I best capture that scene and what do I need in order to be able to get to that? Right, up there. See the things I do for you guys. Up and down hills. Look, I don't claim to be fit, all right? But I'm sure the hill look bigger to me here than it probably does on camera. Nobody cares what happened to the camera or what predicament that camera was put in, just like nobody cares how hard you had to work in order to be able to get a shot. Your discomfort has no relevance to the thing that you create. It really doesn't. You have to separate yourself away and say, do you know what, I'm just gonna do whatever I have to do in order to be able to get the shot. And that might be lying down, standing up, putting your camera at risk, trying out new things, breaking things and testing and learning over that time. But never ever put your worry, your discomfort in front of anything that you want to create. It's always the end product that is the most important thing than anything else. I kind of don't want to go home now. It is so amazing out here. Maybe I'll just lie down for a little bit. Ugh. The sky is that clear that you can see the moon at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But you know, this isn't a zoom lens camera, so you just get to see it as a dot. Oh, that's shallower than I thought it was. Just kind of sit, you know, wiggling my feet around. The last thing about all of this is by taking this attitude, you're going to put yourself in the 1%. You're going to be the person who goes the extra mile, who tries the different thing, who stands out from other people because they're getting past all of these worries about gear and try doing it. It's a massive mindset shift, but it really does make a huge impact on your photography. So I hope you've enjoyed the video today. If you found it helpful, then make sure you give it a like. If you've enjoyed my channel, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment and share if it's something that you want to pass on as well. See you again soon. My feet are really muddy. If I don't get the mud off my shoes, the missus is not going to be pleased when I traipse it all through the house.